Albert R. Broccoli's Eon Productions and DJ Dan Recording present Roger Moore is James Bond 007, with Daniel Siletti as 00 Siletti in From One's View to One's End by Daniel Siletti. Read to you by the author. Based upon the James Bond 007 franchise created by Ian Fleming and Albert R. Broccoli. Music by John Barry. To the Afflecks, thank you for everything you've done in school and in film. Enjoy this crossover. Prologue. Lightning flashed against giant windows. Rain spat and tapped against the glass as it dripped down. Smithworks paced back and forth around his study. He looked at portraits of the greatest villains who have gone up against a man he had studied for several years, James Bond, 007. Portraits included Dr. No, Arik Goldfinger, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, Largo, Dr. Kananga, Francisco Scaramanga, the man with the golden gun, Armin Steamhold, Hugo Drax, Franz Sanchez, and Max Zorin, James Bond's said-to-be match. Smithworks thought and thought of a plan, a perfect plan, to get rid of the agent forever. Realizing he might have been overthinking it, he soon figured out that it might be a simple task. All he wanted to do was hurt the greatest spy who ever lived. Badly. If he got lucky, kill him. Time would have to pass until the right time came. As a part of the plan started to unfold in his head, Smithworks pulled out a picture of Bond from his pocket and threw it into a fire and watched it burn. Chapter 1. The Folder. The LA Theater was getting ready for its opening night. A crewman ran backstage to a dressing room. He knocked on the door and a voice came from it. "Come in." 5 minutes till curtain, you two." The crewman then closed the door of the backstage room.
"Oh, darling, do you think that you and I will knock it out of the park, like always?" a woman questioned.
"On the contrary, my dear, like always, I think we will knock them dead. Now you're sure you have the props loaded for when we do the hold-up scene," responded Smithworks.
"Waiting for us on stage,"
the woman, who was Smithworks' wife, Sandra, responded. Smithworks got up from a chair he was sitting in and looked back to see a picture of him and the woman, as well as a picture of James Bond. The woman walked over to her husband's side.
"Darling, why do you still have the picture of James Bond? Some say he's a myth. Some say he's not lethal at all. A relic, if anything."
Smithworks then smiled maniacally. "Patience. I already have parts of the plan all set. In fact, things are already beginning to be set in motion. It is going to be perfect. The world will know Harrison Smithworks, actor perfectionist, and assassin at large. I won't be in the papers just because of my performances. No, no, no. Now I will be known for creating the perfect death of James Bond, 007. Let Phase 1 continue to commence." The show began. The Smithworks performed in a show about Bonnie and Clyde and soon held the entire theater hostage during one of the many hold-up scenes. Casualties were sadly aplenty. "Listen to those screams, Sandra! They loathe us! They really loathe us! If this doesn't get his attention, nothing will!" Meanwhile, in London proper, Siletti clicked the light switch on in his apartment. He hit his head again and again with his hand near his ear. Drops of water came out from the opposite side. This was the junior spy's attempt to get the water out of his ears from Water Lily's wet mystery. After all this time, I'm still seeing and retaining side effects. Until the day I am still not sure what I saw. Whatever she was, it was nothing but beauty in the water. He sat down on the couch and grabbed the remote. Time for some Britcoms. I will give them credit for good entertainment here. That might be why the American shows are so good. We kind of stole most of their shows. He pressed the on button and started flipping. Keeping Up Appearances, have it. Chef, not in the mood. Wallace and Gromit? Nah. Doctor Who? Too soon. Then again, this is all I've got. Ah, there we go. Weakest link. Just then there was a knock at the door. Siletti walked over to it. On his way over, he opened a drawer near the doorknob and revealed a microed Walther PPK. Who is it? Siletti asked. Bond. James Bond. Siletti opened his door and Bond stepped in. Siletti analyzed Bond's pace as he walked in. The veteran spy looked at his partner in a confusing way. It was as if Siletti had never met Bond before in his life. James, forgive me, but you don't look so good. What has it been? A year? Maybe 2 tops? I know every year we get a little older, but...
Really? I thought the water from our last mission made me look younger. A refresher, if anything. Nevertheless, I think you've made your point.
Both of them sat down on the couch and Bond soon slapped a folder on the coffee table. The folder was wrapped with a band around it reading, For Your Eyes Only. Another one? Already? What's going on?
This one's strictly off the record. In fact, this folder was handed to me confidentially. Not even M, Moneypenny, or Q know about it. Yet. Bluntly, somebody's after me.
Bond said in reply. Siletti glared at Bond and then opened the folder. He began to read it. James, listen. We're partners, and we've also become great friends, and if I've learned anything, it's that when you're a spy, the whole world is after you. Siletti continued to read the folder. He soon realized something particular inside. Siletti saw the results of the robbery and massacre at the LA theater. After all the reports and pictures, he saw a note reading, Smerit Spianum, Smerit Bond. Death to spies, death to Bond. Russian wording. James, I don't like this. Then again, I never do. You have had dealings with the Russians, and they never did pan out. However, this almost sounds like any other villain. In fact, wasn't that the first part of the motto of SMERSH? Bond flipped to the next page in the folder and revealed a picture showing 003's lower body sticking out from a giant stage weight. The weight read the motto and threat to Bond on it. My God. Oh man. Someone is going to have to be some sort of bodyguard towards you. I'll do it if you want. Bond looked at Siletti in concern.
No, Daniel. I can't let you do that. You might get in serious danger and might even get killed.
Me? Get killed? You're the one who's on this hit list. You're the one that this person is after. Besides, with all that we've gone through, we or you would have been dead a long time ago. It's like your mantra. You cannot kill James Bond. So why can't I share that?
Now you sound like Q.
The only conclusion I can come up with is that you have to go rogue again. But I'd hate for you to be like that again, Siletti replied as Bond thought about it a little, and then soon agreed, reluctantly at that, for Siletti to protect him. Now, do we have a name for this assassin? Siletti asked.
Not yet, but I think that this is one of the few times, and I have to be honest with you, I am worried.
James, you have nothing to worry about. I'm here. You also have Q, M, and Moneypenny. This is the first time Siletti had seen James Bond scared and distressed. The last time he felt this worried was when his wife died. Come on, James. Don't be distraught. Get trot. It'll be fine. You're James Bond. You're one of MI6's top agents. No one is going to kill you. And I can assure you that no one is going to hurt me either. I mean, someone is going to have to drop me from a tower to kill me. Or someone will have to literally try and blow you up on an island with missiles. I just wish I had half the fame and connections you have sometimes.
I've been there more than twice. We are not going after this person,
Bond said, standing up. Now, James, let's not get hasty. You've got to believe me. I can't let you get all serious on me. Not yet, anyway. Please, let me help you in getting this person.
I can't even be sure it's only one person.
Well, we'll never know until we get on it. Bond then smiled at his old friend.